Welcome back to Stay Tuned. I'm Tony Angelo, and in this episode, we're gonna right a 50-year wrong. This is a really special episode to me and something I've been working on since I was 14 years old. So let's get after it. Happy 40th birthday.
Oh, get out. You're kidding me.
No. So this is my Dodge Demon. It's a 71 340 car. This was my very first car. And if you watch the channel, you'd probably think that's sort of where my whole car origin story started, but you would be wrong. So I was interested in cars as a kid. I did, to read about them in books. And I did a little bit of general maintenance with my dad on like the family haulers, but I was never really that into it. I was mostly into riding my skateboard and my BMX bike. And that all changed when I was 13 or so. And my mom said, listen, Anthony, I need your help. We're gonna buy your dad his dream car. My dad was turning 40 and he'd wanted a 1968 Camaro since he was 14 or so and when they came out. And he just never, ever got himself one. And she was like, we're gonna get one, learn all about them. We're gonna surprise him with this 68 Camaro convertible on his 40th birthday. It's gonna be awesome. So I spent the next year or so with my mom in secret, hunting around, trying to find the exact 68 Camaro RS SS that he wanted. But it was the 90s. It was way harder to search for cars back then, and it just never happened. But what did happen was that she planted a seed deep in my brain that I had to have my own muscle car for my first car. And I went nuts trying to make that happen. I put the skateboard away, I put the bike away, and I immediately started working full time in the summers, 40 hours a week at a tire shop. It was the most entry-level car gig I could get, and just started saving money. And a year and a half later, I was able to buy this bad boy. Back to my dad. He grew up tough on the wrong side of Broad Street in South Philadelphia, and getting a brand new Camaro was just not in the cards. Also, growing up like that, he wasn't the funnest dad. We didn't grow up best friends or anything like that. And he was pretty tough on me when I was growing up. But now that I'm a dad, I do seem to appreciate him quite a bit more. He was able to give all 4 of his kids a much nicer life than he had, and he provided for us from the minute we were born up until all the way through college. He put 4 kids through college, and the other 3 actually graduated. And I don't take that for granted. That's tough, hard work. And being a dad now and providing for my girls, that's serious. It never stops, it never quits, and it's a challenge. So I really appreciate him for that. And I don't even remember him ever having a big splurge for himself or buying anything fun. And he definitely never got that muscle car he always wanted. He mostly drove company cars. But that's all gonna change right now. I have been looking for a 68 Camaro convertible for my dad on and off for years now, and I found just the car in Connecticut. It's about a 6-hour drive away. I made a deal with the seller, got some history on the car, and I headed up to scoop up my dad's secret Camaro. Taking a quick break, show you how you can support Stay Tuned if you want and look super fly doing it. We have a ton of our merch back in stock. We brought back the Stay Tuned Down and Dirty East Coast Speed white pocket tee. That thing is flying already out of the shop. We're gonna lose the shop, our classic joke that we all crack all the time, and our pizza team with a racing problem shirt, plus proper Stay Tuned hats, trucker style Richardsons. They're killer. There is a link in the description, or you can click the link up here. We appreciate you, and now let's get back to Jibber Jabber. Okay, so we've got my dad's Camaro back in the Pennsylvania shop. Not a terrible drive from Connecticut, about 6 hours total. Coming home, not the end of the world. Didn't get to stop for pizza in the world's best pizza, New Haven pizza, blah, blah. Yeah, we get it. Pizza here is awesome too. Anyway, let's dig in. I think it's here, got air in the tires, but I want him to see the car, and I want him to be excited and even maybe a little bit overwhelmed, and I want it to look as good as possible. So what we have here is just not gonna do it. So number 1, we're gonna get it cleaned up. Number 2, talk about that in a minute. The paint is not terrible. This is like a 90s restoration. So I think it's got the same kind of single stage paint as my Demon. So is that right?
Yeah.
See, I know what I'm talking about. Obviously it was a red car originally. We really just want to make it look as impressive as possible when he first sees it. It's going to be, you know, kind of whatever he wants to do with it, that's how we'll build it. But just to start, I'd like it to look a little bit more like a Camaro and less like something that maybe got stolen one night and then returned out of an impound yard. So let's clean it up. I'm gonna put all the windows up. They're grimy, I wanna clean them. Nobody's home back here. Stuff's moving, but the glass is, well, just sitting there. All right, that's not gonna work. Before we get into this car washing montage, I put on a new set of my Brunt ring mid boots because these puppies are waterproof, composite toe. We're gonna take 1 second really quickly, tell you about Brunt boots. They are killer, they are supporting, stay tuned, and I've had nothing but good experience with them. I've been wearing these boots for 4 or 5 years, and they're absolutely awesome. My favorite part about them is these came out of the box a minute ago. I put them on, there's no break-in, they're super comfortable, even though they have a composite toe. And I feel like I've had these things on for years. So it's just like every other boot is stiff and gross and you wind up hurting your feet. You can't wear them every day in a row. Brunts are different. Another thing I like about them, as you know, on this channel, we try to stretch the dollar here, right? These things are super, super high value. They are affordably priced and you get a ton of great boot for your money. They're just awesome, and there's no risk to try them. If you buy them and you don't like them because there's, you know, obviously something wrong with you. Is that too far? That's too much, right? So if you buy these boots and for whatever reason you don't like them, fine. Brunt will pay shipping both ways anywhere in the USA. So they're killer. It's a great boot. If you want to buy a set of Brunts, go to bruntworkwear.com/staytuned10 and you'll get 10% off any orders of $60 or more. All right, Brunt boots, solid. Let's dig in. Stone is going to attack the front subframe. It's really not that gross. You know, we just want to get it so we can hang some parts on this thing. I want it to look like a car. And I want to get the glass clean, the paint clean. So you start there. I'm going to get some suds in a bucket.
I've seen way greasier than this. It feels really weird doing this washing and cleaning with all my clothes on though. Family channel, you know?
Yeah, that's for Stone After Dark. Coming to the stage, Stone Bone. I do think we should do a proper slow-mo though. Let's get a nice sudsy slow-mo session going. This is about to be like the Top Gun volleyball scene, but without all the volleyball. So Dad's Camaro is looking a ton better with just a little bit of a scrub job. I feel like I got a very solid price on this thing and I'm stoked. This is my car, which it's not. I would just paint the front end white, slam a motor in it and take it down the road. Camaro's back in the shop, getting super excited about this project. The search for this car is it really started me out in muscle cars and then into old cars. So it's even, you know, it's for my dad, special to me, but getting the car was a big deal to me back in the day. So I'm stoked to have it, and it's turning out awesome. We don't love doing body work here. It's not really our thing. We had to source a front end, and we did that, and the guys at AMD came through in a big, big way. We have, well, because look how big these boxes are. Big, big stuff. They make killer stuff. If you're gonna buy aftermarket sheet metal, and since this car is 55 years old, finding anything else is really impossible. AMD is the way to go. Step one on these GM cars, you can take the whole front end off in one piece, but if you're putting it together in pieces, it's gotta start with the radiator support. This is an aftermarket repop from AMD. Just snuggle in here. We got the bolt kit.
It just sits on there.
Yeah. It's like what Barb does all day. At his desk, just sits on his desk.
Ouch, poor guy.
Just
Not even
kidding.
here to
I'm
defend
only making
himself.
fun of him because he's not here. And he's on his way to go to vacation.
True.
Vacation Barb is in effect.
There's your other washer, your lock nut.
Love this service. Thank you.
Bada bing, bada boom.
I don't know if you're Italian enough to say that. I'll let it slide.
Oh, man.
I'll let it slide.
That's all the brainwashing my
You're
dad
too tall,
did
you're
to
too
me.
pale.
I'm a ginger.
Yeah. It's not looking good. We are going to rock this without inner fenders because we know this is just coming apart after my pop sees it. So we need every single mount for the fenders to be there. If you look, this one has a bolt broke off in it. We are going to use our patented weld a washer and a nut to it and take it back out trick. That was invented by not me, but I've used it plenty. If you're going to weld near your car's windshield, make sure you cover it up, especially when it looks this good, because you will make a mess of it. If you don't, you'll burn right through it. It's a mess. You'll ruin it. So don't wreck it. I have welding blanket here. I'm gonna put a little cardboard over there, and we should be fine. One thing, if it's really broke this far down, sometimes I'll just do a little hit right on top to put a little glob on it, drop the nut on, and then do it. But you gotta hit it hot, hot and hard. This is one of the best tricks you can do for broken bolts.
We're just gonna add a little top.
A little glob on top. Make sure you don't wear any gloves. That way,
Your hands get
it's
splattered.
like your hands are going to the beach 100 times.
That'd be the one. Guess it was a pretty stubborn bolt. Oh boy. And it broke.
Nice, huh?
I guess it's in there pretty good.
Yeah, sometimes you can jam a little crayon in there or something when it's real hot, let it soak in. That's next level. I wouldn't touch that for,
Really don't want to.
yeah.
Please. Nope. Nope. All right. We're starting on plan B, which is left-hand drill bits and our bolt extractor kit. So we'll give her a little center punch just so we can try to drill this nice and straight. At the expense of possibly snapping off my extractor here, I guess we're gonna have to go to plan C. Not the plan we want, but the plan we have. Oh, vey. Time to drill her in a tapper. We got her drilled out to the right size. So it's time to give her a tap, tap, taparoo. And I don't know if anyone ever taught you or this or not, your dad or your grandpa, but I'll give you a quick rundown. There is a right and a wrong way to use these. First, you gotta lube it up, man. You can't go in there dry for one. Simple solution to use in the rest of your life. Rule number 2 is once you start catching, you feel it start really biting, you kind of want to go give it a cut back. Go give it a cut back, because that gives the chips a chance to cut and fall, or else you're just going to start mashing them into your new threads, man, and then you just destroyed all this hard work you just did. So be smart out there, tap it the right way. Your friends, your family, and everyone will thank you for it. Is there anything better than fresh lapped threads? Oh, you can just finger tighten it all the way down and in. Oh man. Oh. Like butter. All right, let's get these fenders on.
So Stone kept working on that front broken bolt. He did get it to work. Our cool welding trick didn't work this time. It's kind of like a 60% of the time it works every time deal. All good. I am tying her up the wiring. We're gonna start assembling the front end. The idea is just make it look as much like a car as possible. I want the first time he looks at it to go, oh dang, that's a pretty good Camaro project. Like, it's not like, you know, right now it doesn't look like much, but with the front end on it, you know, top down, seats in it, cleaned up, wheels, probably throw some center caps on them, maybe get this front end down a little bit if we can figure out a way to do that. And he can just be like, oh yeah, that's a car. So that's my goal. We're gonna suck some mouse poop out of the cowl here and start assembling the fenders. We'll put the cowl on. It'll be good. There's no rust holes anywhere I can see in the cowl. It's very solid. This is a solid, you know, a solid straight project. It'll be a good little car. As we are getting a little bit closer to the moment he's gonna get to see it, I'm getting excited to just kind of see how he wants to build it. We go in LS, small block, big block, 4-speed. You know, as a kid, he wanted a big block 4-speed car, I think. But, you know, we can make.
Maybe he throws a curveball and he's like, I want a turbo 6 in there.
I would die. If he was like, oh, I heard about these Atlas motors. Let's put an Atlas 6 in there. Or he's like, nah, you know what I've heard about? 2JZs. You know what's supposed to be good? A 2JZ with a 6-speed. I'd be like, let's do it, Dad.
All right, you're
I don't care. We can put a 12-valve Cummins in here. Whatever he wants. Let's get it done. Try to be nice and gentle with this AMD puppy right here. We're gonna start with a couple shims. You're more the body guy than I am, Stone.
We'll start with 2 and work
He
our
worked
way
out
up
a lot.
or
That's
down.
what I mean by that. That's what I'm talking about.
I think it's there.
Is that better? Oh. That's it. That's whatever you did there was it. All right, we are gonna monkey with this for a minute. The reason Snow was able to find the hardware so quickly is that AMD sent us over what's called a master hardware kit. It's every bolt for the car in a box, but what's great is they're all in little bags with the names on them, so you know exactly what's what. It's probably gonna save us a day and a half. All right, we've got the first fender on. It's not lined up perfect, but really we just wanna show them what it's gonna look like. We'll probably take everything back off afterwards. But it's starting to look like a Camaro. I'm already getting excited. The 68 and 67 are my favorite because they're so much kind of swoopier, curvier than the 69, which is a cool car in its own right, but it's more of like a blocky, in-your-face vibe. This is a 68 and 67 are just a good-looking car. I can imagine being my dad at 15 years old when this thing came out and thinking it was wicked, just from another planet. Awesome. Grab that corner. You start with the same number? Ish? All right, we're gonna mess with this one for a bit. That second AMD fender is on. That one a little bit easier. It's looking really good. I'm gonna do the valance panel. Stone's gonna put on the fender extensions. I got RS, so if you don't know, 68, 67 Camaros, they had a rally sport option and it totally changed the whole front of the car. Same with the 69. It gives the hideaway headlights that just have this like one smooth grill across the front. I know originally that's the car. He wanted like the most, you know, optioned out rally sport, SS, super sport, rally sport, big block 4-speed convertible car. So when I ordered fenders, the RS and SS are different. I think it's just for where the motor and stuff mounts. I think originally they were vacuum modulators that flip the headlight doors. But I ordered RS everything and hoping that he's not too much of a stickler and will still go with his like original vision. But if he wants to go back to the regular fixed headlight style, we can do that too. But we have to swap some parts around or modify them probably. But right now, it's already feeling like a car. when we get fender extensions on it, a valance, drop the hood on it, it's gonna feel like something. Then we'll go to the backside and make that look a little bit better too. Yeah, so we'll install these AMD bumper supports, and we have a valance from AMD too. And then the car came with what's called a header panel that connects the front top of the fenders in front of the hood. That one came with the car, but it's got a $25 price tag on it. Swap meet from whenever this guy started buying front end parts. As far as I can tell, he bought one hood hinge, one header panel. Left the other 800 on the table.
So here's a silly question for you. What's the rustiest car you've ever bought?
Me? Oh man. The rustiest car I've ever bought? Jeez. I had a lot of cars. You know, when I was a kid and we were getting into drifting, I had a couple of RX-7s, but I started getting those like 8.6 Corollas. Yeah. And because we had seen these dudes in Japan that had put a 20B 3-rotor in one. There's this like this grainy video of 3 Japanese dudes in a regular Corolla following a guy in a red Corolla in like a tunnel. And he's got a 20B turbo in his car, and you just see it like downshift and then take off, and you just hear these dudes screaming into the night. I wanted to go faster with my RX-7. I had like a street ported Turbo 2, and I was like, I'm gonna take this engine, I'm gonna drop it in a Corolla. But I already had like a fun 4-cylinder real GTS one. So I bought another one from a guy for a few $100, and I wound up getting into it, and it was like an absolute pile of rust. It was a disaster, and I never did anything with it except let it sit in my parents' driveway. At one point in my parents' driveway, I had my Demon in the garage. I had 2 Corollas on the driveway and 1 wrecked RX-7 and maybe 1 good RX-7 I was transferring the parts to.
So you were that house on the
Oh yeah, we were, and like in like a pretty nice suburban development that used to be a golf course, and it was we were the only ones doing it.
The only ones had the real one.
Yeah, that's true. So that was it, and I was a bummer because those cars are so cool, but yeah, that's a long time ago. I think I just bought it, let it sit, and sold it. Oh, you know what? I got a better one. I got a worse one. Around the same time. I was 19 or 18, and I was working at a Porsche 944 turbo shop. And at that point, my Demon was like all torn apart. I had been driving 8-valve front-wheel drive Volkswagens to school and back. But I wanted something turbo rear-wheel drive. This is before I got my RX-7.
Yeah, just a part.
And I bought, and this thing was like a 1977 BMW 320i, so like the 3 Series, but it was insanity. It was a rusty pile that in 1978 must have been the coolest thing ever. It had BBS wheels, Recaro seats with the backs done in like matching fabric, Zender body kit, and a Callaway turbo, dog.
That's awesome.
The pile of parts was nuts, but it was rusting. It was just holes everywhere in the floor pan. The guy that was helping me that worked at the Porsche shop tried to help me like make a floor pan, but it was a disaster. I used to drive my brother around with it. I tried to get the fueling right because it was like 7.5 to 1 compression on a built motor with a TO4 because they had no idea how to size turbos. And it had like a sprinkler hose solenoid valve for boost enrichment. My brother was sitting in like a lawn chair in the passenger side because there was no seat bolt holes anymore or anything. And we were just like trying to rip it around town. So that was the rustiest. And I remember like, man, if I could get that car back and just put it all on a clean one or like know how to fix it now that I know how to do a thing or two, it was a pretty good car. Cleanish. Here is the header panel that came with the car. It's been sandblasted or dusted. Oh wow, it's orange at one point. Pretty cool. Stone and Tones Body Shop, back in business.
Round 2.
Round 2, here we go. This time we have the bolts. That's our new slogan.
She's out in BFE a little bit. We'll pick that one up later.
Yeah, that's we'll get there when we get there kind of situation.
I'll let you get your side in. We're playing tug of war.
Yeah, let's just do one side. Let me get a few in though, because we got a good pull on her coming.
It's like wrestling over the blankets.
Honestly, it's a good analogy, but I don't love it in this context. All right. So we are getting the front end on. It's really coming together. We're starting to look like a Camaro. I think the valance can be reworked a little bit, massaged, we'll say. Definitely your side needs a good deep tissue, hot stone massage. Mine needs like just a little shoulder rub.
Hot stone massage, I love it.
His name's Stone, you get it?
2 birds with 1 stone.
No!
Oh, dang it. Botch.
All right, last thing we're gonna do is install that used but very straight header panel that came with the car. They have a little bit of wiggle to them. Maybe we gotta take them out. Let's see, how close can you get? It's perfect.
There we go.
How about that? All right, well, don't get crazy. Let me get the bolts.
I'm starting to feel like some of those are supposed to...
You going in from the inside?
I think so.
Yeah, I like it.
It's the way I did it, and I'm sticking to it.
This fits like a glove. I knew it would. Let's get everything else dialed. She's happy. Look
That looks like a Camaro.
Yeah, it does. Oh man, I'm so excited about this.
I think I need one more nut.
I get excited, you know, I'm more excited to give him this car than I am about probably anything else we're doing, right? Because I'm like, it's
Paying
fun
it
to
back, man.
give it to him. He's never had one. He should have one. It should be this one, which is good because I already bought it.
It has to be this one.
It has to be this one because yeah. If I was like, look, I got a Camaro, he'd be pissed. He'd be like, that feels weird. All right, you got a 1/2 inch?
Yep.
Let's tighten them up. It's nice. That fits beautifully. Yeah, that tape is probably as old as you are.
Guaranteed.
The fact that it said 25 bucks, so it feels like 90s pricing. All right, I think we got to lay the hood on it now.
Watch the fingers. Now the funny part's gonna be if we drop it.
Put your hand under it, you maniac.
There we go.
There you go. 1968 Camaro convertible for my dad,
Nice.
also named Tony Angelo. Sick. Oh, you know what? They have the hood bumpers too in this little kit because they're the best. This is the bumper adjuster, which I didn't even think would be in the hardware kit because it's got like rubber and stuff on it, but it's in there. It's dialed. The lock nut, this weird little post thing, and the rubber, it goes over top. We're gonna call that good. That looks awesome. I'm super stoked. Front end is done, about as done as we're gonna get it. I ordered up some bumper brackets. I don't know if they're gonna be here in time, but if I walked out and I saw this thing, I would feel like, yep, that's a Camaro of my dreams. So now we're gonna turn our attention to the rear end and make that presentable. Love attention on the rear end.
All right, well, we got to go through and clean up these bumpers a little bit. At least make them presentable. Something a little like that would be great.
right, we're gonna put our bumper that someone just gave a good shine to. It already has all the brackets on it, which is awesome. Got one more. And since Barb's at the beach, I'm gonna go publish this week's video, which is me hollering at the camera, and Stone's gonna bolt this thing in. And it looks real good. We're back in Pennsylvania. I spent the weekend in New Jersey. My dad lives at the shore. Barb was there too. We ran into each other at a Corvette show. Basically, I asked my parents, help me. I got a dishwasher on the fritz. My dad's gonna help me install a new one, and then I'm gonna make some excuse to come to the shop and grab some tools or something. And we're gonna unveil this sucker. He's gonna see it for the first time, and we're gonna see how he reacts, how it goes. I think he'll be stoked. He's a little bit of a wild card, but I'm excited, and I'm mostly excited to like get this secret off my chest. I'm not great with secrets. And I want, it's just weird to not be able to post it or able to say anything about it. So I'm super excited. I think, it means a lot to me to be able to give it to him, be able to do this for him. So we'll see what happens soon. And also, excited to see how he wants to build it, because I really have no idea. He might tell us to put a 6-cylinder back in it. We'll see. We had it done, but somehow I paid for half of it. All right, we'll see. I don't have my keys. Oh yeah, Stone's here.
Good money or your life?
Happy sunny day.
What's up?
Oh, what the?
Happy 40th birthday.
Oh, get out. You're kidding me.
No. It's a little late. I was 14 then, but that's it. So it's a 1968 Camaro convertible. It's a straight good car. It was kind of redone in the 90s. I know you wanted like an SS, RS, impossible to find car. This was originally a 6-cylinder car, but we'll build it sort of however you want. What do you think?
However I want.
Yeah.
Yep, however you want.
However you want.
That's what we do here. This is like
It's solid. It's a good car.
Just like Burger King, you can have it your way. You wired that guy.
It's really straight.
Yeah, it's a good one. It took a while. If you had wanted a coupe, I would have done this 100 years. So hard to find.
Yeah.
It took me 30 years.
It took me 30 years.
No big deal.
Well, this is factory.
This is a factory convertible, yeah.
White with red interior.
Yeah, pretty good, right?
It couldn't get any better.
So, yeah, this originally was a 6-cylinder car, which is, we don't have to preserve anything about it. I want to make it fun and how you want it, and have you be able to just drive it whenever and not worry about it. We'll undercoat everything. You can, keep it at the shore, whatever, but just enjoy it. Have the car you always wanted.
It's a driver.
It's gonna be. It's a very straight, good car. It was, at some point, somebody put a 327, it was a 3-speed, 6-cylinder originally, and then somebody put a 327 and a 4-speed in it, but I didn't even bother bringing all that stuff because we're gonna do whatever.
I can't believe how straight it is.
Yeah, so quarters were probably done in the 90s. Yeah, we can make it manual, we can make it automatic. I'd like to keep the red interior, I love it, personally.
Yes.
I like the white outside too, but if you want to change the color, we can.
No, it's perfect the way it is.
All right, cool. Well, great. I got RS front fenders, if you want to do the RS flip light grill. AMD, I got all AMD stuff for the front, so because I bought the car without a front end. So we've been doing this for the last day or two, couple days. But yeah, we'll just sit down and figure out. But it's nice and straight.
What kind of
It's
power plant you plan on putting in it?
Whatever you want. We can do small block. So I figured we could do a small block or a big block or an L. I would I would do LS.
Yes.
Okay.
Reliable.
We have those. LS with something that looks like a carburetor but is not a fuel injector.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm thinking. And then, manual or automatic. You can figure out 4-speed, 5-speed, 6-speed auto, or manual, whichever. What do you think?
I'll leave that up to you.
Okay. Well, it's your car.
Yeah, I know, but
I mean, do you want to? We can make. I think
a 6-speed automatic be nice.
Okay, maybe 4-speed automatic, but we'll see. 4-speed automatic we can do. We can do the 6-speed too. They got a controller for the 6L80 now.
Look at the horns are still straight.
It's a very straight car. I got out of a guy in Connecticut, super nice guy. I picked up with Risha in July.
Really?
Yeah.
You've kept this under wraps since then?
I'm not good at secrets, but yes, I did. You want to sit in it?
Yes, I do.
Sit in it.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, it was not, it had been sitting for years and years. I think they took it apart probably 15, 20 years ago. And then,
Oh yeah, he looks good.
Perfect.
Feel good?
It's
Look
perfect.
at that smile. He even wore the red shirt.
Yeah, match at the outfit. Oh, this is nice.
yeah, it'll be a lot of fun.
I love it.
It's set up for manual now, but again, I think we'll do, if we did a hot LS motor, even paint it orange, make it look old school,
I want to keep the mirror too.
480, yeah, for sure. Well, yeah,
It's unbelievable.
the interior cleaned up
Are
great.
you crazy?
Yes.
You're
Come on.
crazy.
Was that even a question? You watched the show?
Yeah, I
it's
do
gonna be
watch the
great.
show. Every one of them.
Yeah, what else?
Pretty tight.
So my
What
brothers
about the
did, what
rear? What's the rear doing?
do you mean?
What kind of rears it have in it?
It just has a 10 bolt in it, but we can, it has set up right now, power brakes, manual steering.
Look, all the room in the back.
That's good, yeah.
Your mom's gonna look good back
Oh,
there.
she's gonna love it. I had told her about this idea, years ago, a couple years ago, maybe even last year. She was like, "What are you gonna do that for?" Anyway, we're gonna do it because it's fun. That's why we build hot rods.
Wow.
Well, yeah. So we got the AMD front end already. A couple other restoration pieces on it. I wanted it to look more like a car the first time you saw it.
Wow, it's gorgeous. Is this gonna make the show?
Yeah, this is the show. You're in it. My other brothers
Uh-huh.
are gonna pay for a paint job.
Wow. That'd be great.
Yeah. So just extra parts and stuff. But it's solid basically everywhere. The only sheet metal work we'll do, the inner rocker here, if you really look, we'll do a little patch. I actually got a whole floor pan for it from AMD.
These are always rotted out.
Yeah.
This
has-
is nice. This guy had it in the garage in Connecticut?
I think it was in a garage. When I got it, it was out of a
Had to be.
garage. Yeah. It has the original cocktail shakers in it, in the corners, which are impossible to find.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's a 1968 Camaro. Give me your first hot rod.
You're crazy.
Yeah, whatever.
I gave up on this dream
Oh,
a while
back.
ago. Now it's back.
It's very back. Yeah, it's here.
I'm getting rid of mine tomorrow.
You should. We're not gonna need that. Yeah, I figure, like I said, we'll undercoat it, we'll rust coat everything, just drive it. Obviously, we'll put disc brakes in the front, probably the rear. We can do leaf spring rear, we could do a 4-link rear, whichever. We can help you figure out a nice, fun, fast.
Decent handling.
Yeah, oh yeah. Good driver.
I'm not going to go nuts with it.
Yeah,
Maybe.
maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Well, yeah, it's a.
I like this hood with the scoops.
So that's the SS hood. I got the SS hood, and these fenders are the RS are a little different. I think they have the headlight mounts in them for the motors.
Right.
So it's set up to have the hideaway headlights and look like the SS, and then figure out color you want to do, and we'll start working on it. My body guy is going to come down this week and have a look over everything, but it's it's pretty good.
It's
pretty
gorgeous.
Good. Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Excited?
Oh, I can't tell you.
And you can come and spin a couple wrenches here and there.
Oh, I would love to. I would love to. kind of brakes? Disc?
It's drum all around
Drum?
right now. It's powered drum, but we'll take care of it. Yeah, we'll do front disc on this car is super easy. We'll do probably aftermarket control arms. We will do subframe connectors for sure. So like brace the, subframe in. There's no inner fenders in there yet. We have those in the back actually.
You do have them? That'd be nice.
Yeah, we have AMD jumped on to support the project quite a bit. So we have a lot of access to their catalog.
Thank
so
you.
that's all brand new stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's been, it's killer not having to run that stuff down. They have a super extensive catalog for this car, so. But it was, the interior stuff, like, just polished up, great. Stone cleaned a lot of this. The top actually is in really good shape.
The interior is phenomenal.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, I figured, for a first go around, you can keep just about all this stuff.
Yeah. No, that's perfect.
The console is a little warped. We can replace that.
Nah.
But it's a
Straighten
pretty
that
good
out.
car.
It does look great.
All right, that's exciting.
All right.
What do you think?
I love it.
Cool.
Yeah, I love you. Love you too.
FaceTime mom. All right.
Well, I got a big surprise for you. Or I should say, I got a big surprise.
Yeah.
Okay?
Can you see it?
Arrow, is it?
It's a Camaro. Yeah.
67?
68.
68.
Hey, SS? Or whatever
Yeah,
Don't worry
it
about
will
it. Yeah.
the RS?
It will be.
Yeah. It's a convertible.
Yeah. And it's even got
Yeah.
all the details.
It's white, red interior. I bought Dad a Camaro, so get excited. It's gonna be awesome.
You're crazy. Why did you do that?
So we
What'd
can
you
have
do
it
that
because he
for?
wanted it. Because he's never had a hot rod. That's why I did it. Because he always wanted
Well,
He does. He has always wanted that exact car.
it. Yeah.
Yep. That's it.
I tried to buy it for his 40th birthday.
Yeah,
I do remember.
It was only 30 years ago.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, anyway, get your hair fixed. We're going to go for a ride.
Yeah. By spring. We're gonna try to get it done by spring.
Wow.
And I'm selling my car, so.
I'm in shock.
She's
You're in shock. I walked in here, I couldn't talk.
Oh my God.
Yep. And look at it. Straight as an arrow.
Turn around, turn around.
Oh,
There
wrong
you go.
way.
It's a beautiful car.
Isn't that nice? All right. I'll talk to you later. Love you.
Hey, so I want to come and see it at some point.
All
Of
right.
course. You have to sit in it.
That's exciting.
Yes. Yes, it is.
The Camaro,
Yes.
your dream car.
My dream car. It's right here.
I'm in shock.
I'm in shock and excited. I'm ready
They're
to
in
get
shock.
started
They're in shock.
working.
They can't handle it. It's good. It feels good.
All right.
Have fun.
I will. Thank you. Talk to you later. I've wanted one of these since high school, and one of the rich kids got one for his 16th birthday. And it was white with a red interior.
Was it really?
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. And I lusted over that car for many years. And now I have one.
Yeah.
Look forward to it.
There it is.
Yes, it is.
Life has gone full circle.
Yes, it has.
I didn't know that it was white and red. That's cool.
It was white and red.
All right, my dad is sitting in the car one more time. He's super pumped about it. Feels really good. I'm really excited about this project. He's got some ideas. I'm already excited in the direction this thing is going. And that is it for this episode of Stay Tuned. Thanks for watching. My dad's Camaro will be back very soon, and we will make this thing a little extra rowdy for sure. All right.
Thanks, guys. See you soon.
Pretend. Got the little cam, then this will be a lot of cam.
Yeah, no, not a lot. Just
Not a lot, a little
medium.
bit. Yeah, we're a full
This is
service
great.
shop here.